we're out here in Moor Lake today, and we are going for a little paddle in the canoe. And we're gonna go all the way up around to the river, the Amabdefall River. And it's a really nice sunny September day, so hopefully it's gonna be a good one. So this is the shoreline along the Jingwakoke campground, and half of the campground is closed now after Labor Day, so it's pretty quiet in there. And the geese are making a lot of noise over at the beach, but other than that, I don't think there's a lot of people in the park today, and it's pretty quiet and the water looks calm up here. You can see down into the water is nice and clear today too. So we're just passing by a nice little spot here that I like to stop at along the river in the campground. And oh my goodness, a big fish just swam by. It kind of looks long and pointy. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's gone now. Kind of looked like a pike. But yeah, we're just getting to the end of Jingwakoke, towards the end of the lake. I don't know if you can see in the water there's some weeds and some logs. The water is very clear today. We've got a couple turtles up here on the log. Looks like a couple of Midland painted turtles, I believe they're called. So that's nice to see that the turtles are still out and about this time of year. We're not going to get too close to them though, because we don't want to scare them. That they're enjoying the sun. We're right beside a little tiny turtle. It must only be about, well, the shell must be maybe 3 inches long. So we've entered the river, and we're just paddling upstream here. It's very calm in this section, and very sunny as well right now today. So we're gonna go up here a little bit and find some shade, and then probably stop and have some lunch before we carry on. We've got a family of ducks over there. I think that's the same family we've been seeing around the lake the last few weeks. We've stopped here in some shade, and we're gonna have lunch and then continue on down the river. And some kind of, sounds like a blue jay squawking right now. So we're back paddling up the river, and we've come to this kind of curvy spot. And right ahead of us, you can see a little bridge. That's part of the Wabash Kiki Trail. It's very, very calm right here. So you can see the highway there. We've come out, we did a little curve around the river, and now we've come out to this wide open marshy area. It's very calm still. And the river's getting shallower here. It gets pretty shallow all the way around up the curve here and then to the rapids. So we'll probably go up to the rapids and take a look around and then turn around and go back the way we came. Lots of traffic today. I guess it's a Sunday afternoon and people are starting to head home. We've made it up to the rapids and we've just pulled the canoe over a bit so I could get up onto a rock here. I don't think we're gonna go any farther today. You can go a little bit farther, but there's some big rocks mixed in through this section that you end up running into, and there's the rapids up there. So you can see it's definitely, you can't paddle up that. The only way would be to lift the canoe, and you're not supposed to take the rental park canoes past the rapids, so we're not gonna, definitely not gonna do the rapids, and I think we're not gonna bother attempting to get any closer. The water's quite a bit higher than the last time we were here, which was about a year ago up at this spot. So there's also more flow too, making it a little bit trickier to paddle up. We're heading back to the wide marshy area, and we're going to go on the other side this time and see what's around that direction. There's kind of this weedy kind of area in the middle, and there's kind of two channels that you can follow either to the left or the right. So we're going to follow the right one back and see a different view. There's the highway, Highway 17, Trans-Canada Highway. And it's right above this wide spot here in the river. And it looks like there's some people down at the riverbank fishing now. They must have stopped along the highway and came down here. You often see people down in that area fishing. We were coming around past the road here, and this little bird showed up. Well, I shouldn't say little, it's quite large. We're kind of thinking it's a cormorant, but it's kind of small, possibly a young cormorant. I'm gonna check later on the internet when I get home and see if we can find out what it is. But it's a dark, almost black color. And, oh, there it goes under, and it had a yellow beak, a really big beak on it. So, to me, I think it's a cormorant, but yeah, that was nice to see. We paddled along, and then it came up right near us, so I got a few pictures. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's just hanging out here. We saw a great blue heron as well a little while ago, but it flew by too quick to get a picture or video. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so we are looking for the big rocks here. We've started to head back down the river, and there's a couple really big rocks that you paddle over. We might be a little bit too far in. Yeah, it'll be really dark, and then all of a sudden they'll come along and scare you because there's these huge rocks in the... Oh, I think... Is that it there? I think that's it over there. Back there. But, yeah, they're pretty big rocks just sitting on the bottom of the river. Got some nice lily pads here. I think the lilies are done for the year, though I haven't seen any of them today. The reflections are so nice along the river here right now. Hopefully the lake is a lot calmer by the time we get back there. So we're gonna go up the creek a short distance. I am not 100% sure how to pronounce the name of it properly. I think it's Patos Creek? That's not the way how to pronounce it. Oh, you can see, I don't know if you can see into the water there, the edge of the creek. So this is where the creek flows into the Amab du Fond. And yeah, so we're gonna go up here a little piece. Maybe just to the rapids and turn around. It gets a little shallow and rocky there, so you can't really get too far up here. We're coming up to the rapids here. So there's a section of rapids along the creek. There's also a little bridge that will take you across to one of the older group camping areas that they had in the park. So we'll just go a little piece up here as far as we can get, and then we'll turn around and head back. You can't really make it to the bridge, but you can see it sometimes, depending how far you can paddle up. So there's the bridge up there. Let's see it here. The little rapids. Some kind of bird up there, kind of sounds like a kingfisher. But yeah, it's a nice little spot in here. We're making our way back up the river here, and we're gonna turn into the lake soon. It's kind of, the wind's picked up a bit now, unfortunately, and the sun is soon gonna be going behind a bunch of clouds. So I don't think it's gonna be such a nice night. But anyways, we can come out another night and paddle out in the sunset and calmer water. But yeah, it's kind of taken a not so nice turn for the day, the weather. We're working our way across the lake here, and we're just passing the island along the Wabashkiki Trail. There's this nice rocky area I like walking down to the edge of the water and taking a look. And we're gonna work our way over to the Deus Beach, and we're gonna have supper. And then after that, we'll go for a little bit more of a paddle around the lake and then go back to the boat launch. almost to the beach now. That's the Bagua Deus area beach. Pretty big beach, nice and sandy. There's somebody out swimming. As you can see, all these clouds here. And then way back there is some really dark ones, so we'll see what happens with that. But we're gonna go pull up to the far end of the beach and then go find a picnic table. We are back out on the water after we had a nice little picnic supper. Not much of a sunset tonight, a little bit of a pink glow on the clouds, but that's okay. We're just gonna paddle around here for a few minutes and then we're gonna go back to the boat launch and get everything taken back to the store. There's the last little bit of the pink from the sunset, so that's about all for tonight. Alright, so we're gonna head all the way over to here and put the canoe back up on the rack. And we are back at the boat launch. Gonna put the canoe away. And it was a pretty good day. We got to see quite a bit of stuff. And some wildlife, some birds. And it's too bad about the sunset, but we'll get that next time. And that is it for this little canoe trip.